Hello, 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 wonderful students, parents, and teachers, but particularly to the students. How are you doing? This is Principal Brookins, and are you ready for story time? I have a great story for you today. The name of this story is Willow's Whispers. Willow's Whispers. And this is Willow. And notice that she has her little doll there. Can everyone demonstrate for me what a whisper is? That's very good. Very good. So now we're going to begin our story. All right. Aaron, you have to shut the door because I'm about to read to the students. And then you can sit right there and I'll read it to you too. All right. Shut the door. All right, students. This says Willow's Whispers. And in the front of the book is where you'll be able to find the author's name. What is an author? An author is someone who writes a book. And then it says illustrations. Illustration is someone who draws pictures or presents something in picture form. Okay, let's listen to the story. I have one of my friends here, Aaron. He's going to be listening in person. It says, Willow's words came out in a whisper. They were just too tiny to hear. She wished they would come out so loud and clear that everyone would notice. But when Willow spoke, her words slipped out as soft and shy as a secret. That's Willow. At school, when Jane and Julian made room at their table and asked, "Want to sit here?" Willow whispered, "I'd love to." But do you think they could hear her? No. So let's see what happens. They said, "Oh, well," said Jane. Julian shrugged his shoulders. She must not like us. She must like sitting alone." Willow's shoulders sank. No one heard her reply. "No, I don't," she said. See, she's all by herself at the table. At snack time, when Mrs. Post asked, "Would you like apple juice or orange juice?" Willow whispered, "Apple, please." "Pardon me, dear?" asked Miss Post. "Apple, please." Willow tried again. You see the teacher, Miss Post? And she's offering her orange juice or apple juice. And what did Willow want? She wanted apple, please. Do you think Miss Post could hear her? Let's find out. Miss Post smiled and poured her orange juice. "There you go, dear." Willow sighed. She drank it anyway, even though it made her lip crinkle. Because you know, orange juice, sometimes it make you go, mm. Let's see what's going to happen in this scene. Okay. At playtime, when Willow gathered the dollhouse family for a picnic and Christabel snatched away the baby, Willow whispered, "I'm playing with her." "Excuse me?" sneered Christabel. "I'm playing with her," Willow repeated. But Christabel just skipped away. Willow said nothing. She had the picnic anyway, even though the dolls had lost their appetite. Doesn't sound like to me Christabel is very nice. At the end of the day, Miss Post said, those of you who have not had a turn to be line leader, please speak up. Willow whispered, I haven't had a turn. Anyone? Asked Miss Post. I haven't. What do you think is going to happen? Aaron, do you think that the teacher could hear her? No, she couldn't hear her. So Miss Post chose Christabel as line leader again. Willow scuffed her feet to her usual spot at the end of the line. Come in, come in. You guys going? Okay, all right, I'll see you. Bye. Those were students. Even at bedtime, when Willow's dad tucked her in and said goodnight, Willow whispered, good night. But Dad was an expert at hearing Willow's whispers. He never said, what? Or pardon? Or who? He just wrapped Willow tight in his big bear hug and whispered right back, your big, strong voice got stuck away inside you, Willow. That happens sometimes, but one day your voice will wiggle its way out. You see Dad talking to her? He's encouraging her. Here's Willow. She's sleeping. She's trying to sleep. You see all of these words? Let's see what those words are. As she's trying to sleep, she says, I wish, play, doll, apple, juice, unstuck, loud, Julian, lucky, star, Jane, happy, leader, line, wiggle, strong, magic, surprise, picnic. Those are all of the things that were going through her head, kids. Willow lay awake that night, searching for a way to make louder words. She wished and thought and planned until she fell asleep. The next morning, Willow jumped out of bed and headed for the recycling bin. She rooted and rummaged until she found just the right thing. Then she gathered markers and glitter and glue and rushed to her room. When Willow finally came out, she was holding a magic microphone. You guys see her microphone? It probably was cardboard decorated. You guys could probably do that as an activity in your class. That day at school, Willow pressed the magic microphone to her lips and told Jane and Julian, I'd love to sit with you. Great, said Jane as she and Julian scooted over. You can share our crayons. Willow could hardly believe her ears. At snack time, when Miss Post asked, would you like apple juice or orange juice? Willow said, apple, please. There you go, dear, Miss Post said. Willow drank her juice in one gulp. Her lip didn't crinkle a bit. At playtime, when Christabel tried to snatch away the dollhouse baby, Willow trumpeted, I'm playing with her. You see that? I'm playing with her. That's Willow. shouting at Christabel, because Christabel, I don't think she's very nice. Not only did Christabel hear Willow, the whole class heard. It was a perfect day for a picnic. The dolls had 2 helpings of everything. But at the end of the day, when Miss Post said, "Those of you who have not had a turn to be line leader, please speak up," the microphone slipped from Willow's hand. First, there was a thunk, and then there was a horrible scrunch. Oh no. You guys see that? She dropped her microphone. What do you think is going to happen now? Let's find out. Willow picked up the crumpled cardboard tube and tried. "I haven't had a turn." "Anyone?" asked Miss Post. It looks like she might get looked over again. Let's find out what happens. Something was stirring way inside of Willow. It twisted, it turned, it wiggled its way out. She put down the crumpled tube, took a brave breath, and with her own big, strong voice said, "Me, it's my turn." And everyone, even Christabel, cheered as Willow, the line leader, led the class out the door. So, children, that is the end of Willow's Whispers. The moral of the story is all of you have a big, beautiful voice. And that voice is symbolic of your purpose, why you were created, why you are here, what you're going to do in your life. And that voice has to come out. When you do your homework, when you do your classwork, when you listen to your teachers, it allows for you to have a voice. It gives you the opportunity to find out what problem you're going to solve as an adult. And so, children, I want to encourage you to know you matter. And just like Willow moved from whispering to being able to speak, you guys are going to speak with your beautiful life loud and clear. Well, this has been Mr. Brookins for Principal Brookins Story Time. I hope that you were blessed. And remember, Willow's whispers